Hello and welcome to another Naughty Egg Draw. I'm Jake, and today we're going to be making some big art with some little tools. So I went out and got myself this micro art set, which has just got a bunch of different things in it, so how about we hop down below and see what's in it. Okay, I like this little case. Oh, I already half opened it. Let's see, get this off. Okay, how do I open it? Oh, there's a piece of tape. Alright, let's get these out. There we go. And they're not too small. Alright, so my plan is to actually make something that's 11 by 14 size sheet of paper, which isn't absolutely huge, but when we're talking about a pencil this big, this could take a while. Alright, well, let's get this hand cramp started. To start off, I wanted to test how well everything went down, so I took a scrap piece of paper and started making marks. The crayons were about the same as a Crayola crayon, but the pastels were nice and vibrant, so I knew I could put those aside for the end when I wanted to make more contrast. And the colored pencils were pretty hard, which meant I really had to press down to really get a good gradient. When I started out with the sketch, I was thinking something along the lines of a giant fighting a small warrior, kind of mimicking the idea of a very Dark Souls effect. So I started with this being a stone-like giant, but quickly realized it started to look more like a tree, so I started to roll with that idea a bit more by adding large branches coming out of his head and arms. Now I know I may be cheating a bit by using an actual pencil at this point, but when I was testing the colored pencils, the lead felt really weak, so I didn't want to use the black too much in case it broke before I even got to the coloring and line work of this piece. And when I got to the coloring stage, I did find that to be the case because I broke the tips off the pencils so many times that it started to get really hard to hold them by the end. One thing I didn't realize until getting into the coloring stage of this piece was that the set didn't have a brown pencil, and even the brown crayon didn't really look all that brown. So I ended up improvising and using the yellow pencil and adding some reds later on. To do the coloring, I chose to start with the pencils and just laying down a light base color throughout the entire piece. Since the pencil lead was really hard, I wanted to make sure I covered the entire surface really well. And once I covered the entire area, I went back into it with a little bit heavier of a hand to make the shadows a little bit more prominent. Unfortunately, this is when I started breaking the pencil tips off constantly. Now, to be honest, I didn't do much with the crayons or the pastels in this. I did use the brownish red color and went over the entire body of the monster to help darken the yellow tone a bit and also add a bit of texture to the body. The pastels were really helpful in the final touches of this piece by really pushing that contrast a bit more. So I'm just gonna say, for this set only costing me around $6, I can't complain too much for what I got. I mean, for 8 pencils, 8 pastels, and 12 crayons all in a little carrying case, that's not too bad. Especially if you have any kids and you're going on a trip, I'd totally recommend this little set for them. But I'm just adding some more shadows to the black crayon, and then I just have the background left to do, so stick around to see the end result. Alright everyone, I am done with everything, and to be honest, for what I was working with, this is pretty awesome. For what they are and what I paid for them, these things did their job pretty well. But let me know what you guys think and whether or not you guys like this challenge. And remember, if you ever want to have any of your art shown here at the end of these videos, make sure to tag me on Twitter or on Instagram using the hashtag #NEFanArt. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video till the end. If you haven't yet, make sure you smack that sub button, throw a like and a comment down below, and like always, keep drawing, and until next time, bye!